All right, today we're going to talk about something that really does have the power to change your financial future, getting involved in the stock market. So let's just dive right in.
So let's just get right to it. Is the stock market too risky for you? I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It's that little voice of doubt that stops so many of us in our tracks, keeping amazing opportunities just out of arm's reach. But is it even the right question to be asking in the first place?
Let's just face that voice head on. There's a very real reason so many of us hesitate. We can call it the wall of fear, and honestly, it's built out of some really common, really understandable concerns.
Yeah, does any of that sound familiar? It's too risky, it's way too complicated, it's just not for people like me. These are the exact thoughts that bounce around in our heads, right? It feels like this exclusive club for experts on Wall Street, not for the rest of us. And you know what? That feeling is completely normal.
But hang on a second. Let's just pause and flip that script. What if, by focusing so much on all the risks of getting in, we've totally missed the true danger of staying out?
So this is where we need to reframe the entire conversation. Because look, this isn't about trying to avoid risk completely. That's just impossible. It's about understanding what the real risk actually is. And here it is. This is the core truth. The single biggest risk to your financial health down the road, it isn't a dip in the market. It's doing nothing at all. It's letting your hard-earned money just sit there while the world and all its potential for growth just passes you by. And this comparison just lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you have the risk we all see, the market's ups and downs. That's the noisy, flashy stuff. But on the other side is the real, almost invisible risk. Your money quietly losing its buying power to inflation, and you missing out on decades of potential growth. One of those is temporary. The other is a permanent loss of opportunity. This leads to a really powerful shift in how you see things. Getting involved in the market isn't just a transaction, it's a fundamental change in your identity, from just being a consumer to becoming an owner. Think about it. Most of us spend our entire lives as consumers. We buy products, we use services, we power the whole economy with our spending. And hey, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it's only one side of the coin. Investing totally changes your role in the game. Suddenly, you're not just buying a phone, you own a tiny piece of the company that makes it. You're not just a customer anymore. You're a participant. You are an owner, with a stake in the company's vision, its growth, and its future. Yeah, think of it like this. Every single time you invest, you're essentially casting a vote of confidence. You're saying, I believe in what this company is doing. You're plugging into global innovation. You are investing in your own belief that progress is going to happen. You actually get to share in the success you help create. And this brings us to what this whole journey is really about, which goes so much deeper than just making money. It's about taking the path to becoming financially smarter. Okay, let's be crystal clear about something. This is not a lottery ticket. The goal is not to find some magic stock that's going to make you a millionaire by Tuesday. That mindset, well, that's the fastest way to fail. The real prize here, the real win, is becoming more knowledgeable, more in control, and, at the end of the day, more independent. It's about building a foundation of financial wisdom that will serve you for the rest of your life. Wealth isn't something you just get, it's something you build. And you want to know the best part? The market doesn't reward some kind of secret genius nearly as much as it rewards qualities that any of us can learn. Qualities like patience, letting your money work for you over time. Discipline, which is really just about sticking to your plan and not making emotional decisions. And knowledge, learning the basics, like not putting all your eggs in one basket. That's it. So, all of this talk, it brings us right here, to this moment. This is the point where understanding has to turn into action. So let's just forget the excuses. You don't need a huge pile of cash to get started. You don't need to have it all figured out or have some perfect plan from day one. That's just not how it works. All you really truly need is the decision, the courage to take that single, simple first step. Everything else follows from there. I want you to just think about this for a second. Picture yourself 5 years into the future. You could be looking back at this very moment and be so incredibly grateful that you had the courage to just begin. Or you could be looking back with regret, wondering what could have been. The choice between those two futures, it gets made right now. And this is the thought to really hold on to. Greatness isn't something you need before you start. Starting is what you need to achieve greatness. Every single expert was a beginner once. This is your chance. Your moment to choose growth, to choose knowledge, and to choose to become an owner in the future you want to see.
So the real question isn't if you should start, it's how. What will that first, small, achievable step be for you? The future is waiting for your answer.